Hello. How we doing? Let's see. We've got, I know, a Scott, a Kedis, a Sedekin, Terea. Thank you so much for the sub. I know you're lurking, but thank you so much for 32 months of support. Can we get some love and hype in the chat for Terea? I hope work goes well. I know you said it's picking up. Hopefully it's not too crazy. Ragnar is here. Hello. Who else? I feel like I missed something. I'm sorry. Twitch, you stop. Lizzie and... Oh, okay. And Lizzie, hello. How we doing, Saucy Trash? Welcome back in. How are ya? Rathmore, hello. How we doing? All right, we're still cruising through this box. We are up to our next unit. So we did the if you guys missed them yesterday, we were working on the Bolt Boys, and I need to get their little packs and some more highlights. Otherwise, they will be done. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our Gutrippaz, which are kind of the main battle line for the Kruleboyz. And we're just gonna batch paint it up today. So Vanessa, I'm joining you with some batch painting. I think we're gonna start right in on the shields, and then we'll come back for all the cloth. What are you guys up to today? How is it going? How was the rest of the weekend? I thought you were echoing. Then I realized I had 2 tabs open. Whoops. Whoops. You just get me in stereo, Sedekin. You just get double the Nikki. Hey, Saren, how are you? So I'm gonna get one of my older brushes here. We're just gonna go crazy on these shields. I am starting with Corn Red, so if anyone likes my red workup, you can kind of work along here with me. But we're starting with Corn Red. We're going to base with this, shade down, and highlight back up. I'm just going to get the whole shield. I did go ahead, in the interest of time, airbrush these skin tones. So I was airbrushing this morning. And now we'll go ahead and dive in with all the detail work. Well, what are you guys up to? I know a lot of people are working. Thank you so much for lurking along with us. Anything else going on? How was the rest of Father's Day for everyone who was celebrating? Let's see, I'm currently conquering the old world as Isabella on Total War 2. Nice. That sounds like a good day to me. I'm doing if I start painting... Is that Kragnos? Or I build my Beast Claw friends? Ooh. That's a tough decision. I mean... I usually like to build everything. And then start in on painting everything. Because then you can, like, base coat a lot of stuff all together. So I don't know if that... I don't know if that helps. WrinkleCon, welcome in. How are you today? Got my Dominion order in last night. So happy. Now I'm over excited. Like a kid on Christmas Eve. But still have 2 weeks. I am glad you're able to pick it up. I feel like with the queue system, if you wanted Dominion, you were able to get it, which is awesome. So the Games Workshop did a very nice job this time. I'm glad that they got that figured out. I'm sure they are happy to see results, see stuff still available. D, hello. Gotta lurk for work. Sounds good. Thank you so much for coming by. Hope work goes well. But yeah, what is everyone up to today? After stream yesterday, I worked on our Bolt Boys a little bit more. So again, they just got the little packs to finish up. Watched Slam play some Red Dead, which is always fun. And then I started up Horizon Zero Dawn. I didn't get super far, but I got through like the first little area. And that's pretty good so far. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous game. But that was my day yesterday. Did you hear about the local game stores getting their orders cut? I saw some of it. Yeah. I know that it's been kind of, talking to our local store. There's been a lot of, like, you can only buy this much, but then they let them increase it sometimes, depending on what it is. It's, I feel like they're trying to get the mix right, and they're having a hard time with it. I got my hands on the coins, which I did not expect a day and a half later. Yeah, Adric in our community was able to pick up, like, the limited edition book, which normally would be unheard of. So there's things like that where people are able to grab stuff, which is great. Horizon Zero Dawn is very cool. Yeah, So I'm really late to it because I watched Scott play a lot of it. So I probably watched him play like a good I remember some of what I'm going through right now watching him play it. So I had to wait long enough to where it kind of feels new to me. But it's very good so far. I'm trying to get through it because the second one's coming out. Angie Lizard, welcome in. How are ya? Thank you so much for coming to check us out. How are you doing today? Do you have any projects on the table? What have you got? We are working on, so if anyone, if this is first time to stream, we are working on Dominion. We were sent a preview box from Games Workshop. Let me show what we've already worked on. So we started with our Merc Knob with Belchabana. So we started this guy last Monday. It's been a crazy week. So we started this guy on Monday. And then we moved to the Killaboss with his Stabgrot, of course. So I think we've picked a Stormcast, or Storm Host, sorry. So I will get him finished up here soon. Then we moved on to our Swamp Kala Shaman and Potgrot. With some sweet skull action here on the back. And then yesterday we were working on the Bolt Boys. So that was the first unit I decided to tackle. We've got a little bit more to do on them, then they'll be ready. And then I've got Patreon news. The next video for this guy will be up today. I think I scheduled it for noon. But that is where we're at on him. I'm going to do some more recording for him today. So this is the Killaboss on Great Gnashtooth. My lighting seems weird. Give me 1 second. It feels really bright, but it looks better. So this was our Patreon project, exclamation Patreon, if you guys want to follow along. I'm doing a full video series for him. The other Kruleboyz will be getting PDF guides. But for this guy, we're taking the time to do a full video on him. So exclamation Patreon, if you want to check that out. It's been a crazy... The past week has been nuts, Kedis, knocking all this out. I mean, I'm painting an army in essentially 2 weeks. Hey, Rain in the Dark, welcome in. The orc models are a lot of fun. They, all of the characters have so many little details on them. They are so much fun. How are ya? Welcome on in. Hey, Angel of Mercy, how are you? GW's cutting back orders, less copies to go to local game stores. That's been going on for a little bit. Yeah, that's not just Dominion. That's been going on. Looks consistent with my local game store available. 3 for the 3rd, another 15 for August. Found that odd, but now it tracks. Yeah, so a lot of our game store did say that the rest of the boxes will be coming later. And then they posted about a shipping delay. Sorry, Games Workshop posted about a shipping delay. So I think the shipping delay is part of the issue. Because they're not arriving until like the end of next month. Angie Lizard says, I'm finishing my orcs. I'm ready for Dominion. Loving the models. They're really nice. I'll be honest. For the new edition, I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on my Slanesh. That's going to be my new army, new edition. I'm probably going to get more of these guys as they keep introducing stuff. Like, these are really cool. I've really enjoyed them. If we're getting some, like, alligator monster thing, I'm probably going to get it. I like the troll thing. I'll probably get that. I think I accidentally got a new army. Thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, so we've been working on the Beastie over on Patreon, and that's been a lot of fun. I hadn't really done that skin tone before, so that was kind of fun to play with and give a try. Always fun when you're doing it while recording, right? But he's been a lot of fun. So we've got these guys today. For the Kruleboyz side, all we have left are the Hobgrots, which Scott started to build last night, so he was helping me out. Depending on how today goes, I might finish building those. I'd like to have them for stream tomorrow so we can kind of wrap up the box, but we will see how that goes. The plan is to have everything done by the end of this week. So it's, we've been go, go, go between Black Legion and now these. And then I just want to collapse for a day. That's all I want to do. Slaanesh took a massive hit with the new points release. That's what I've heard, yep. Well, that's what I've heard. I still want to play it. I've got them and my Skaven. So we'll see. I think it's weird sometimes where these point changes happen, right? Because like Slaanesh just had their book. I think Kragnos was adjusted like immediately. These orcs would be my first destruction army. Finally have one of each major faction. That's awesome. Been working on a Napoleonic cannon that arrived in the post today. It's metal. How big is it? This is just like a giant chunk of metal you've got, Kedis. Saucy says, I've fallen in love with Indrasta, which is annoying, because I was going to sell the Stormcast Eternal box from Dominion, or the half. She's a pretty model. Scott was working on her yesterday, and kept looking over while he was watching, or while he was painting, and she is a pretty model. Pretty model. Sedekins decided to build the dudes on beasties. Nice. Get them all built up. Enjoy. And welcome in. How are you today? What you up to? We are painting up our Gutrippaz from Dominion. Thank you again, Games Workshop, for the preview copy. We've got these guys and the Hobgrots left, and then I've got to figure out our swamp bases. I know what I want to do, I just need to test it and see if the paint I have is still good. That's important at this point. I was going to try some Nurgle's Rot action, but we've had that for a while, so we'll have to see if it's still good. If not, we might be adjusting our plan a bit. Try something else. Captain Dope, welcome in. Slid in to chat with a joke for you. You know what they say about cliffhangers. How are you today? Thank you so much for the joke. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Can you take the shields off for painting? You could just not glue them. So I've glued these just because it's battle line. But yeah, you could. They're all easy to build, so they're different pegs. So it depends on if you want to go ahead and glue those down or not. You could. For my battle line stuff, I tend to just put them all together. Because I am not going to paint them to the same standard as like our heroes. I'm a weirdo. I like building more than painting. I'm glad some people do. I really don't like assembly. Scott loves assembly too, and it's not my thing. Just a small 28 mil. Okay. About the same you'd see in Old World Metal. Warhammer Minis. Gotcha. Seeing Scott didn't have Yggdrasil's wings on while painting. Is that something you normally do? Want to get them done done differently than the rest of them? Like, yeah, so that would be considered sub-assemblies. So kind of like we were just talking with the shields, leaving them off for painting. Things like the wings, where you want to spend some more time on. It's a lot easier to hold the miniature and to kind of work with it while it's off the rest of the miniature. Especially because the wings are, I think he was going to do like hawk feathers. But if you've got a different color scheme, if you want to airbrush them differently, instead of having to tape, you can just leave the piece separate. So we tend to do that with like HQs and things we're going to spend some more time on. These little battle line guys, I don't normally do it. But if you're wanting to put some time into a model, sub-assemblies are great. Because it lets you get to all the pieces that may be overlapping as well. But it's a big time saver. Big Harry GM, welcome in. How are ya? And Fencer, how we doing today? What is everyone up to? Happy Monday. We are painting our way through the Dominion box. We're getting close. We're down to the units, which is always where I have to kind of push. The batch painting side of things is not my favorite. But we will get there. But welcome on in. What are you guys working on? Someone who's a super distractive and active brain. I hate it because I always see models I want in paint, then abandon mid-painted armies. Damn those skeletons and greenskins. It's tough. It's, I think that's the hard part with Warhammer, is you need so many models for your army. But, like, if you like to paint, you're gonna want to hop around. And that makes it difficult some days. The batch painting is, like, my least favorite part. For commissions and my own personal stuff, that's where I have to, like, buckle down and force myself. I can paint characters all day, but batch painting troops, it's tough. It's tough. Instead against sub-assemblies do make things easier. Unless you're like me and you lose the whole sub-assembly. That is why I don't do it for troops anymore. I also kept losing pieces. So now if I'm afraid of that, I just throw it on. I'll figure it out. Honor first, hello, how are ya? What you up to today? We are on to our Gutrippaz today. Getting some base coats on. My 2K list only has 9 to 11 models. Yeah, that's the, you go with those elite armies. That helps too. That helps too. Those are kind of fun too, because then you can spend more time per model if you want. Or not, you can just get them painted and ready to go. Alright, there's our shields. We're gonna let those dry. And I'm gonna start doing some of the cloth, I think. Let's get some of this brown going. You can call me Harry if you like. I'm unpacking my hobby stuff. Ooh, into your new house. Congrats. That's exciting. Do you have a, like a dedicated hobby space now? Get to get it all set up just the way you want? Going good. Driving around today. Just got home. Nice. Glad you're done with the driving. 30 models at once will be a long and boring day of painting. Yup. I feel ya. Alright, gonna switch brush. I feel ya. I've got, so I'm a Skaven player. I have a whole bunch of Skaven that also need to get finished up and based. We painted 100 of them here on stream with contrast, which was great because the contrast does a lot of work. But now they've got to get based, and I've just been putting it off. Just been putting it off. Well, the tricky bit is my Huron Mammoth can be built as literally 6 different war scrolls. Yeah, picking the one you want. Would it be easy to magnetize? Or can you just kind of proxy it? It's been a while since Scott has played them. I'm trying to remember what all can change. So you're trying to plan out which army to paint first, because I have a gaming day the weekend after I get the box, and I have to stop myself. Excuse me. Dude, you've got 2k points of Stormcast Eternals. Just get the Kruleboyz done, and I'm looking forward to all the battle line units. Seeing how many Hobgrots are in this box has me a little worried about tomorrow. A little worried about tomorrow. There's a bunch of them. But that's okay. Well, we'll do the same thing. I will get the airbrushing done. We'll bring them on. But yeah, when you're looking at some of that, it can be rough. Me and the wife will share hobby space. His and hers split down the middle. Should be fun. That's awesome. That's how Scott and I's. So my desk is here right to my right, like a couple feet away is where Scott's stuff is. And it's really nice when you get to share that together. Awesome. I am excited for you guys. That sounds perfect. Southbound Metalhead, welcome in. How are you today? Hello, hello. We are working on Dominion. We've got our Gutrippaz on the table today. I'm working on base coating a lot of this cloth that they've got. I want to keep saying armor, but it's definitely not armor. Definitely not armor. Hey Kitsuna, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, we've been tearing through this box the past week. But they've been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying the Kruleboyz. We'll have to see how many of the Stormcast Scott wants to paint. Let's see if I can paint some of those as well. But these have been a lot of fun. You're good, Kitsune. Glad to hear that. She says they share, but count how many times she says, "I'll just put this on Scott's desk." I mean, he's not here to say, "Nope, don't put that there. Don't put that there." I'm good, tired. New Age of Sigmar box makes me want to start looking into starting it. Yes. Yes, yes. Were you able to pick one up or still thinking about it? Because pre-orders started this past weekend. I think it's still available though, right chat? Is it still on the website? They did a really nice job of setting up a queue system, so some of it's still available. Not used to being able to say that. My sister's little girl will be 1 tomorrow. Aw, that's exciting. Happy early birthday. Haley, welcome in. How are ya? Thinking about it mostly because 40k. Gotcha. What do you have for 40k? For anyone who may be new to my stream, my armies are, I have Space Wolves, Tyranids, a really weird Chaos mix, and then for Sigmar, I now have Kruleboyz, Slaanesh, and Skaven. So that's what I've got. But welcome, welcome in. Always glad to meet more Warhammer friends. Let us know what you've got. Is that Fail Not? Welcome in. Yep, it is a Logitech. Yeah, if you want to check out all of my gear, I've actually got a gear list, exclamation gear. You have to do a little bit of tweaking with it. But yep, it's a Logitech. How are you today? It is available. Look at that, chat. It is still available. Oh, the bundle's not. Yeah. But if you're just wanting Dominion, it's still up. Well done, Games Workshop team. Yeah, the queue system and everything seems to be working really well. I'm curious how many, like, if they made more also. If it's a... I'm guessing it's a combination of more stock plus the queue. Not that we'll ever know that, but I am glad they got it figured out. Magnet has a Goliath gang for Necromunda. 10 out of 10 will never do again. I kind of want to paint my Necromunda stuff. I played the Hired Gun video game, which was okay, but all of the stuff in it was really cool. Like, I really want to paint an Ambot. That was really dope. I've got some Eschers that have been sitting. I think that would be kind of fun to do for a week. Get all the Necromunda out. Here after Dominion, of course. Gotta get all this done first. Kraken, welcome in. How are ya? We're doing well. How are you? How was your weekend? Let's see. Southbound says, I have a lot of iron hands. One might say too many, but those that say so are heretics, unworthy of the perfection that is the sons of Ferris. Agreed. What even is too many? It's kind of like when we have new people join the chat and I ask which armies you have instead of army, because we know better. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Donut says, good, thanks for asking. New orcs are looking great. Agreed on how well the GW site did for queuing for the box. Yeah, they did a really nice job. They did a very nice job. Glad they were able to get it figured out. And thank you, yeah, for anyone new to the stream, we've been working on, we had a preview copy from Games Workshop, so thank you Games Workshop for the preview copy. We're on the Gutrippaz today, but we've been working on a lot of the characters. So we started with our Merc Knob with the Belchabana. And then we moved on to our Killaboss with our little Stab Grot. So I need to finish up. I'm going to be doing swamp bases for them, but I've got to get those figured out this week and try those out. And then we moved on to our Shaman. Also needs a little bit more work before getting finished up. And then yesterday on stream we had the Bolt Boys. They're getting there. And then for Patreon, we're working on the biggin. So I'll be recording on this guy later today. But the Killaboss on Great Nashtoof. The second video will be going up today. So patrons, I think I scheduled it for noon Central Time. So this afternoon you should be able to get on and see the next video. If you guys want to follow along, we're doing a full video series for this guy. Exclamation Patreon. I will also be doing PDF guides for the rest of the characters and everything. So all of my color workups and things like that will be in PDF format. Because unfortunately I don't have time to record all of them here before the box drops. But yeah, Exclamation Patreon if you guys want to check that out. Sage, welcome in. How are ya? Kraken's doing well. Ooh, finally starting to paint Cursed City. What are you starting with, Kraken? Going for characters or baddies? Let's see. Saucy says, let me put this on here while I catch up. Saucy says, I have too many armies planned. Kruleboyz, Stormcast Eternals, Soulblight Wolfie Army, Vampire Counts for Fantasy Battle, Maggotkin, Death Guard, Dark Angels, Drukhari. I need help. Oh, I need help. Let's see. Harry says, I use Genestealer Cult for Necromunda. Started on a bounty hunter gang. That's awesome. Want to do my homebrew chapter as well. But man, that's a lot of money. That is the unfortunate part with wanting multiple armies is it adds up real quick. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna use Resin Sage. I think we're gonna go for something a little quicker because I have to these are on a deadline, so I've got to get something quickly. Oh, thank you so much for the follows. Thanks for coming to check us out today. You like the Cursed City Skelemen? Yes. They did a really nice job with those skellies. They did a really nice job with them. It's a shame everything happened with Cursed City because there's so many cool models in that box. Which, thankfully, it looks like they're getting released with other things. But, yeah, I wish more people could dive into it. You know? I really wish more people could dive in. But yeah, hopefully everything that people want to work on gets kind of re-released on its own, like they did with Rajikar and some of the others. Start with the heroes. Get the Witch Hunter done, although I keep looking at him being like, but I could just push this weathered effect a little bit further. That's a good model to like play with new effects on, for sure. He is a cool one. Also, Forge World Resin is too weak. I doubt I'll be buying Forge World Resin kits anymore. It can be tough. Maybe not even tough, frustrating, I guess is a better word for it. It can be a little frustrating sometimes. Still better than Finecast, but yeah, I understand what you mean. Did Scott see Regicare the Wolf can be used separately? He did, yep. Yep, he sure did. I don't think he's looked at things a whole lot more than that, but did see that. Most problems with Curseus Game Workshop not saying what was going on. I understand their terror of pulling back the curtain a little bit. Legal is probably the reason. Lawyers saying don't say anything. It's probably the reason. It's the only one I can come up with. So I guess they are still getting things worked out. A lot of those legal things, as soon as they admit fault or things like that, it gets them into a lot more trouble. So that's my guess. Tadpole, hello, how are you today? Welcome on in. We are working on more Dominion. So we're working on the Gutrippaz. Here for the Kruleboyz. I've actually got the leader I'm working on right now, getting his leathers started up. What are you up to today? I've got a couple different colors we're doing for the leathers. I'm kind of mix and matching colors. So it looks like they actually took them and pieced them together, which is fun. I just had to replace the hand of my Iron Hands Legio Iron Father because the axe, oh, snapped right off as I was cleaning the release agent. Oh, while cleaning the agent. Oh, goodness. That's more brittle than I've had, I guess. I've had it while cleaning up some of the flash and stuff. Not for the release agent itself. Let's see, I'm flying out to Vegas for work, currently over the Grand Canyon. That is a good way to start the week, Tadpole. That's awesome. Vegas for work? What are you doing out there? What are you doing out there? I got to go to Vegas for work once. We went to CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. That was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy. I hope the trip goes well. That you get to do some fun stuff while you're there. Alright, there's that. We'll hit that with our other brown color that we've been using. Get one more back here for our main color. So this color I'm using right now is Rhinox Hide. We'll be highlighting up a little bit later. Just trying to get all of our base coats on. The colors I've been using so far have been Rhinox Hide. I've been using a P3 for the more kind of red leather. Games Workshop has one coming out. We didn't get the new paints with the box, so this is Sanguine base that I'll be using. And then Dryad Bark will be the last one. And you'll just see that I'm spacing out colors as we go. Not really a rhyme or reason to it. Just trying to space colors. Add a little variety. Dee Dee, thank you so much for that sub. For 4 months of support. Can I get some love and hype in the chat for Dee Dee? Thank you, thank you. How are you today? I appreciate all the support. Thank you, thank you. GW made medicine or something I don't understand. They make toys. I don't understand legal worries. It's trademarks. Trademarks and copyrights and things like that. You can still get in a lot of trouble. Even for toys. I mean, video games is the same thing. You can't use names across different games. Things like that. Deadpool says, I work for a chemical company. It supplies chemicals for big washroom setups. We're going to do a survey for a new install on a chemical dispenser. Oh, okay. So maybe not as fun. Or at least not during the workday. Well, I hope that goes well, Tadpole. Dee Dee, what you up to? Oh, Hendy, thank you for the sub. 11 months, let's go burn. Can I get some love and hype in the chat for Hendy also? Dee Dee, Hendy, how we doing today? Thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. How's today going? How's the weekend? How we doing? Sage says, I may make a Path to Glory army with my Slaves of Darkness. Give me a reason to mix up the colors and also slow down on buying them. The Slaves of Darkness, that new box they got, are really cool. For sure. I even picked one up, and I can't get to them anytime soon. But the new sculpts for them, kind of pulling in the old Chaos Warrior look, but still kind of updating them. I think they did a really nice job on those. And then the Carcadrak thing is just cool. You just gotta have that. Why is Dominion still in stock? The Temptation. I know, they did too well, is what happened. They did too well. So you're still thinking about it, Dee Dee? Still thinking about it? Now it's to the point where everyone who didn't want to fight for it are like, well, now I don't have to fight for it. Might as well pick it up. Alright, I think that's good for him. On to the next one. Doing alright here, just a bunch of thinking on odds and ends. Hendy's doing good. The final stretch of my workday. Awesome. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. You're doing trans pride colors, Katsuna. That'd be fun. Good Pride Month project there. I am excited to see, because I know some people have mentioned doing the Kruleboyz in like different skin tones and things. I think that's going to be really fun to see. All the different storm hosts people pick for the Stormcast side of things. I'm excited to see everyone else get their box. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other hobby news I saw. Yesterday they showed, oh yeah, we've got Warhammer Plus preview thing coming up on Wednesday. What do you guys think of Warhammer Plus coming up? I'm curious to see price. I don't want to say too much more until we see price. So I guess I'll wait and see what they've got for us. And then they also had the made to order, the older Blood Bowl teams. It was High Elves and Vampires. Did you guys see these older teams that they're going to make made to order? Anyone picking those up? Hey Reaper, how are you? Oh yeah, you guys, we've got animated emotes. I know some of you have found them and have started using them. But there is Riots. I put them all in caps so you can tell that they're animated. There's Riots, Eyes, Buy, Borks, and Spin. But if you guys want to try the new emotes, they are capitalized so that you know they're animated. But you guys can try those out. I think my favorite is if you do a couple of Riots all in a row. You've got like a full little section rioting all at once. All depends on price and what comes with it. Hey Adrian, welcome in. Yeah, it's I'm curious to see what else, like you said, what they bundle in with it. If it's priced too high, I think it's kind of DOA, unfortunately. But hopefully they give us a nice surprise and some cool stuff along with it. My emotes aren't the wrong way. Twitch didn't give me going the other way. Scott and I noticed that this morning. They all tend to go that way instead of the other way. Those are just what Twitch provided. So until I'm able to get an animator, because I'm sure they are busy right now. Until I can find an animator who I want to do some other alerts and stuff on the stream, I just went with what Twitch provided. So that's what I've got. It was fun going through those last night. I want new plastic Blood Bowl teams. I mean, they've been putting out a lot of teams. Blood Bowl's got some really nice support the last few years here. Well, they'll be coming, I'm sure. You pick up your puppy today! Congrats, Reaper. Congrats on puppy. I hope everything goes well. They get settled in alright. That is super exciting. Super duper exciting. I think you said Mocha was the name that you're going with? Feel free to correct me. I think it was Mocha. Bill, hello. How are you? You did hear new puppy. Reaper is getting puppy today. Everyone's getting puppies. They're all so cute. Alright. Outrageous. Get comfy. And puppies. Yes, chat. Puppies. Puppies, puppies. That is an exciting day, Reaper. For anyone coming in, we are working on Dominion. We're working on all of our cloth right now. Getting it all base coated. We're back to batch painting day. But we're getting real close to the end of the box here. So we've got our heroes that we need to finish, and then base. We've got these guys, and then the Hobgrots. And then we're through the Kruleboyz. And I see... Okay, didn't confirm name. So yeah, these guys should get us... I was trying to plan streams for this week. We'll have Hobgrots for sure tomorrow. We might be getting to our guard tanks at the end of this week, which is exciting. We're gonna work on them this week, and then Dominion arrived. Or last week, and then Dominion arrived. So we will rotate our guard tanks back in. Those are for Griffin in chat. We got base coats on most of them already, but we ran out of Castellan green, so I had to go pick up some more. So now they are ready to bring on stream. Once we get one more airbrush layer on them. So maybe here at the end of the week for our guard fans. That'll be nice. But the rest I'll be finishing probably off stream, just due to time. And our Patreon project. It's been really hard having to record him because I keep wanting to like fiddle with him. But I have to be recording when I do that. So that's been really tough on me. In a way that I didn't expect. Did you notice the Hobgrat with the scrap banner? One of the little scrap parts with runes on it actually have a Skaven triangle. I think Scott built those. Let's take a look. So here are the ones Scott was able to build last night. We got 5 of them. Here's our little scraps. Skaven symbol. Am I missing it? Oh, there. Yeah, there it is. But there's the little banners. And then the little Hobgrots themselves. They are small. Here's compared to the Kruleboyz. So they are small. We'll have to figure out skin tone for them. I don't have the new skin tone, so we'll have to come up with one for them. We'll figure that out today, I guess. Oh, there's little Hobgrots. How long does airbrush paint take to dry? Not long at all. It's pretty quick, unless it's a really humid day. It's pretty quick. You can also, if you're airbrushing, you can just blow air on it to help it dry also. But yeah, it doesn't take long. Dry a couple minutes, yeah, cure 24 hours. But you can work on top of it pretty easily. Like I did all these guys this morning for the skin tones. Basically did one color after the next. Did I misplace the guy? There's 6, 7... Oh no, I didn't, okay. It looked like I was missing one. We're good. Wonder what it means? Well, these, I was told by chat because I haven't gotten a chance to read the lore yet. But I guess they use some of the, they were trying to do like symbols of Kragnos without really knowing what he looks like. So I wonder if they just kind of take things from other things. Updated Skaven, though, I'm absolutely there for. Yes, please. Yes, please. What, so if Skaven get an update, chat, what would you want to see? I feel like poor Eshin needs it the most. But, what would you guys want to see of the Skaven? I'm a Clan Scryer girl, but we got some love with the last update, so I probably wouldn't see much of that. Some new rat ogres, maybe? You think the Hobgrots need some puppies? Everyone needs puppies. It is known. It is known. I think they're gonna make new clan rats as soon as mine get based, probably. You're welcome, chat. You're welcome for new clan rats. I know, Sedekin, as part of the contrast-a-thon, I had to pop them all off their square bases, too. That alone was like a day of work, getting them all prepped. Popped off. It was annoying. Yeah, it was annoying. But now they are, I think, mostly on. I think I've got a couple more stragglers. My Jezzails are still on the rectangles for right now, because I've got to get some bases for them. But that was part of it, too. Rat Ogre's getting an update? Yeah. I still can't believe they put the old ones in the Warcry kit. Those poor things need an update. Must be inspiration from fantasy games, Vermintide and stuff. There's some concept art to base off. Clan Molder for the win. I mean, yeah, they've got all that. It's I think just picking which models to update, or do they go with new stuff? Do we get new units rather than updating? It'll be interesting. If they ever release new Rat Ogres that look good, I'll start a Skaven army. Hell yeah, Skaven are fun, man. Skaven are fun. Skaven are one of those armies that, like, speak to me. Just with their little mad scientist ways. They're just fun. Ashen needs too much, and they're also dumb. I'd like to see a focus on Scryer. Plastic acolytes, please. Also a big push to make Molder into something you could actually make an army out of. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Ashen would be a big update. That would be that'd probably be the entire Skaven update. With everything that they would need to update. I feel like they need it the most, but, like, does it make sense at this point, you know? Give me a Skaven versus Cities box set. That would be cool. Hey, Sid, welcome in. How are ya? All hail the Horned Rats. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think, I feel like Scryer has gotten some love with the past couple boxes, with the Bombardier. The Broken Realms set was very much a Scryer box. So having some of that love kind of spread around would be nice. But yeah, you're looking at major line updates if you're looking at the others. Which, I don't know, with Sigmar, they've been doing a lot of that. They've been doing some big updates. Sorry, let me paint around his little ear here. There we go. Honestly kind of sad. Realize, look at the shop, all the Ogre Wizards are fine cast. Yeah. Steve, welcome in. How are ya? What you up to today? Are you guys taking commissions? I've tried emailing the studioing. Oh yeah, we don't really use Facebook, but we are. I will say we got this box early from Games Workshop, so that's all I've been doing for the last week and a half now. So I am behind on emails. So we are, but I won't be able to get to anything until kind of late fall, winter. So if anyone is waiting on an email, it is because I've been working on this box nonstop. Recording, streaming, trying to get this ready because it does have a deadline. So that is what I've been working on. Poison Wind is core Scryer unit, so as the 90s models. Plastic acolytes. That's what I'm gonna ask for. I want acolytes. Work. Fixing memory leaks. Well, I hope that goes well, Steve. I hope that goes well. So if it's in the email, I can check Sid later today. It's just been, yeah, it's been a crazy week and a half. We finished a 14,000 point commission. And then we got this box. So it's been nonstop. It's been nonstop. My Ogre Firebelly is fine cast. He never came out in anything else. My other Ogre Wizards are metal chonk chonk. I think Scott has all the fine cast ones also. I know the Firebelly. This was the last one he worked on. I'm trying to think of the other ones he's got that I have seen. $14,000, yep. 14,000 points of Black Legion. And basically, like, as soon as we sent that off, this arrived. So it is a little bit of out of the frying pan into the fire. But it's been good. It's a good busy, but it's busy. It's busy. So if anyone is waiting on emails, that is why. It's because I need a moment to breathe. In my head, chonk chonk. Sounds like the Law and Order sound. It does now. Chonk chonk. That's great. Now every time you get your metal minis out, that's what you're gonna think. That's just gonna play in your head. It is over 9,000. Imagine. Imagine. We should get a break from black and gold. A little bit. I have decided that this little Stormcast here is going to be black and gold. Just for the lulz. It's a little bit of a break. It sounds like, well, we were looking at Tau for the next big commission. But it sounds like we are going to try and get the Dreadnoughts. Because I mentioned that, client purchased a bunch of Dreadnoughts, but they maybe weren't as advertised. So they are trying to get that worked out. If they get it worked out, that will be more Black Legion Dreadnoughts. But that'll be fun, because we'll get to bring in the other, like, Legion colors on them. If not, then we will be working on some Tau. So it kind of depends on how much of the Dreadnoughts we can get together here. That's nuts. I look at my 2Ks. Stormcast Eternals have a hard time thinking of the time it took me. 14K is crazy. We started that army in October. And we've had other commissions and things. But we wrapped it up end of May. Kind of early June. So it was a lot of work. Will do, Sid. Have a good one. Hope work goes well. Bonk bonk. Yep, dead anvils of Heldenhammer. The best way. Dead on a base. Dead on a base. So I think that one at least will be that. So they might not match the actual Stormcast we'll be painting, but that's okay. That one at least I want Heldenhammer. Wasted mind, hello. We were free, but you keep dragging us back to it. Yep. Yep. What you up to? Welcome on in. We're still working through Dominions. We have the Gutrippaz today. Oops. So batch painting today, which is weird to get back to, but we're getting there. Is he a lieutenant? Absolutely. He is now. Absolutely. If I ever get rich and decide to dive into 40k alongside Age of Sigmar, I'd go Tau, just so I can pick up one of those crazy Forge-World Hammerhead ships. The big Tau stuff is cool. I'm not huge on Tau, but they do have some of the the neat big stuff. I don't enjoy all of the edge highlighting and the panel lining. But they do have some neat stuff. I like the more organic things to paint. I like my guts where they are. No ripping, please. No ripping, please. Well, you'll have to ask them nicely. That is kind of their one job. You will have to ask them nicely. You know how your bot responds with lol if someone ends their post with kappa or similar? I think you should respond with eyes if someone says puppy or puppies. I really like the animated emotes. They're pretty fun. One day, we'll pay someone for some. I'd love an actual animated bonk. I think is the one I'm super excited for. But if we go animator, I'd probably get new alerts and stuff like that too. So I've waited a little bit to find someone I really like the style of. To just get a whole bunch of stuff all at once. I don't think they're willing to listen. I'm not sure if I can talk over all the wog. They're just gonna make you into a shield. It's gonna be great. And then we'll get to paint you, Wasted Mind. Then we'll get to paint you. Yeah, they don't really look like they're up for negotiating. Maybe not. Slam. Hello. The Bork that slides away. I was laughing at that a good amount, because he's so awkward looking. Just like, bye. I just can't paint bone or parchment, so I picked up Skeleton Horde alongside my Dominion purchase. Now since I bought it, I'm looking into Legions of Nagash. God, my wallet hates me. That does make it easy. The Skeleton Horde is a nice color. The other one I would recommend if you're not doing contrast, or if someone else is looking for bone. I like to do Rakarth Flesh and then Seraphim Sepia. And you can dry brush that up really nicely. That works pretty well. That's usually kind of my go-to while I'm working on stuff. I feel like you can work it up from like Steel Legion, and I've done that before, but I feel like the wash just gives a nice, I don't know. I feel like it feels closer to it. You can see him mentally saying awkward, yep. And I just kept laughing at it last night. No, bye. In purple, please? Okay. I think that's a fair compromise. We can paint you in purple. I suppose that works. Everyone coming in, how was the rest of our weekend? What did we do? Everyone enjoy Father's Day who celebrated? We called Papa Sullivan, which was nice. Got to catch up with him. I don't talk to my dad, so that was easy. my part was easy. Alright, I'll save that for the other colors. 2 more. It's about time I went to bed. Got some hobby done. I'm glad I got the opportunity to follow you. Thank you so much for coming to check us out. I hope you get some rest here. Have a good night. We will see you next time. Bye-byes for now. Finger guns would have been great, yeah. If it was, I was trying to pick things that were at tier 1. So I just kind of pulled up my list and went through everything. Try to find ones that make sense. If they introduce more, though. Kind of like we were talking about, like, the directions that they slide. I wish I could have Bonk come in the other way. But that's not an option with what they've got. I wish Riot could go that way. But it's not. Yeah. I wish Bonk could slide in the other way. But that's not an option. And let's see. So if it looks really, really like it, I'm going to be painting that stuff. Way less stressful for me. Contrast is great if you are trying to get things done really quickly. Or, like we've been talking batch painting today. If you do not like batch painting, but you've got some nice organic miniatures, it works up really quickly. We did all of our Skaven in it. I probably wouldn't paint like heroes and stuff still with it, but if you do the contrast with some highlights, it works really, really well. It works really well. Hey, Delphinius, you went golfing. Did badly. Well, hopefully at least it was fun. Even if you didn't do so great. Hopefully it was at least fun. How are you today? Slam hunted badger, shot a beaver, tomahawked a vulture, fought a man. Fought a man several times. Slam's been playing Red Dead, which has been endlessly entertaining. Go check out Slam if you want to watch some Red Dead. Very, very eventful weekend. Yes. Yes, yes. Mine says, took my dad out to dinner on Friday, one of his favorite places, to avoid actual Father's Day mess. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Yeah, we went out for lunch on Saturday with my mom, and I don't think we really thought about Father's Day weekend. Luckily, we had a late lunch. If we had gone at, like, kind of normal lunchtime, it would have been ridiculous. We just didn't think about it till we got there. Between everything opening back up and Father's Day, it was busy. Even at 2 o'clock when we got there. Oh, the animations don't work on mobile. I didn't know that. Okay, that's good to know. I noticed it didn't work. Slam has a chat bot on his stream, and they weren't animated there either. So I guess it's along with that. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Me and my dad cooked some meatballs and, oh my goodness. How do I say this word? Tagliatelle? I don't think that's right. What is that, Lizzie? I am not familiar with that. Tagliatelle. That's not what that says. Tagliatelle. That's not what it says. Well, that's not what that says. It's like a flat pasta. Okay. Spaghetti but flattened out. Okay. I figured it was a pasta, but I don't think I've seen that. But that sounds really good. Thank you, Slam.
It's slightly thinner than fettuccine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that looks good. That looks real good.
Because you cut pasta slightly different, and you have to give
That's the, yeah. It's all pasta.
all with the same ingredients, but slightly different.
But that does look good. Woohoo! What's up? How are ya? I get to come terrorize you guys now. I'm excited. I'm excited.
It's funny she thinks she'll be terrorizing y'all. Oh. We'll see how quickly she leaves.
I can see your animated emotes on my chatbot window. Watching the VOD back, they don't animate when they're on the screen. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe need to reset that. Maybe it's a chatbot update at some point.
It might be only on live.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's good to know that it's they're not animated on mobile either. Who knows? I guess is because it's only partners with it right now too. I guess as they roll it out, maybe some of those things will get more updates. When they become a little more common. Even though Better Twitch TV has had them. Your shift is ended. I'll be back later for still streaming. We will be here for another couple hours. So we'll be here. We've got all these Gutrippaz to finish. We'll be here. We know your partner. God. Look at it, Slam. Look at that check mark. Look at it. Look at my check mark and my amazing animated emotes. Look at it, pleb. No. I'm just saying, we got fancy stuff. Let's be honest, we don't get a whole lot more fancy stuff now. They've really kind of, I don't know. Doesn't feel as special as it used to. So if I get a new toy, I'm gonna use it. We earned that toy. Alright, you guys. That's all. But because we've got Rain Oxide already on our palette, I actually use Rain Oxide as the wash on all of my shields. So we're going to thin it out and do the shade on all of our shields before we move on to our next cloth color. So let me add a whole bunch of water to my palette. Thin this out real thin. It's just science. It's too late. I have the audio. Whatever. Whatever. They give benefits to the commoners. Suddenly they're not special anymore. Well, yeah, that's the definition of special. If everyone has it, it's no longer special. That's the definition. Just saying. Just saying. Didn't the article say they'll get them? Yeah, they'll get them later. They did. Just don't know when. We don't know timing for affiliates getting them. We want a crumb of those benefits. No, they're my crumbs. They're mine, Slam. I'm very sorry. Can't have crumb. How will they know I'm superior? I'm just saying, our little community worked really hard. If there are benefits for that, then I want them. Our little community worked super hard for them. Do you dry brush the shields or highlight them? We're gonna highlight them. Yeah. We will layer them up. You could dry brush them though. There's a lot of texture in here. You could easily dry brush them. You'd get a little bit of the texture also from the dry brush. So you definitely could. Community with benefits is a nice arrangement, right? I thought so. Hey, Rubik's, welcome in. How are you? And then, yeah, if you guys, thank you, Sam. If you guys would like to see more for Dominion, we are working on the big kill a boss on Great Gnash Tooth. I've been missing the underside of these shields. I'll go back. We've been working on this guy. The next video is going up today for him, so if you guys want to check that out, that'll be up in about an hour. So if you want to follow along, I'll also be doing PDF guides for everything else we've been painting. As we get the studio photos, those will go up. The Patreon is where we host all of our longer format tutorial stuff. We've been doing project blogs, that kind of stuff, behind the scenes work. So if you want to check it out, the link is there in chat. Am I strange that I hate painting scenery as much as you? I don't do a whole lot of scenery. Terrain is not my thing. Some people really love it. Not for me. I hate painting bases. I hate painting anything to do with base. I also hate basing. Yep. Yep. The fact that I have to get swamp bases figured out. That's gonna be my, that'll be the hardest thing for me this week, is getting the basing done. I just don't enjoy it. Some people really do. I really don't. Love the blending on the mounted mini you just showed. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. He's been a lot of fun. I think, I know a lot of people didn't really care for the mini the first time they showed it because they weren't used to the new Kruleboyz proportions. But after working on the line, I like the mini a lot more now. I think seeing him first, people are like, what's going on with his legs? Now having painted more of the line, I really like the model. But yeah, if you guys want to follow along, that is on our Patreon. Well, I love bases with stuff already on them. It feels like an add-on to the model. Gotta go for the tactical rocks and stuff. I really love that these included the little cattails for the swamp. I think that was a really fun idea. And the fact that they're on the Stormcast as well is really cool. I like basing, I'm just extremely bad at it, says Kenneth. It's, yeah, I'm with you, like, I'm bad at it because I don't want to do it. I don't want to put the time into it. Like, yeah, I could learn basing, or I could, like, work on the non-metallic I actually want to work on, or the OSL that I actually want to work on. So I just don't. And that's, like, not the way to approach it, but it's the way I have been approaching it. I just don't. Rubik says, I've been really getting into bases. I finally really elevate a model. A little bit of sand and grass tufts can go a long way. Yeah. That's probably about as much as I do right now. It's a little bit of texture. Some tufts. It's at least something. But yeah, the people who go all out with the resin pours, kind of building stuff up from scratch, it's just not what I like to do. Everything I do ends up very gray or desaturated brown, no matter how hard I try. It is kind of fun bringing in colors like purples, blues, greens, kind of bringing in those tones. But yeah, I can't do much more. I don't want to do much more than that. I did find that I like weathering pigments a lot for adding colors and some more texture to vases. So I've been doing some of that with more of the display type stuff that we work on. So I do a little bit, but not nearly as much as others do. Just because I don't enjoy it. So I do the bases of my Grey Knights in red. It was liberating moving away from normal colors, yeah. I did kind of like, and these were super simple bases. The ones we did for the Black Legion were kind of the Martian soil. That was kind of fun to sound a little different than dirt that I normally do. So even if it wasn't complicated, it was at least something a little different. My most exciting bases have been 3D printed. The one time I set 124 skulls in a cool looking file from my Mortis engine. That was fun, but not. That's a lot of skulls. That's a lot of skulls. Okay, we're almost done. Washing up the shields. We'll come back and we'll do black here in their mouth, but for now, throw in a little bit of this brown. Get it all blended in together. Kitty litter is good for small rocks. I've heard that. I know some people use coffee grounds. There's all kinds of different things people have found to get textures and things. It says on the base there's sold like Gravelords all on purple bases. Really inspired me. Should probably try using different colors for a change. Yeah. Or even just having, if you've got extra bases, try out a couple different things. See what you think. If any of those would work with what you got. Alright, we've got all those washed. So they're looking pretty dark right now. But that's okay. We've got the rest of the cloth. I kind of want to do the metallics next, so the silvers. So let's go ahead and do that. I've been using Iron Warriors, which I actually really like. I had not used this color before the Kruleboyz, but I picked it up because a few people in chat were talking about it. It's a really nice, smooth base metallic for them. So I would absolutely recommend Iron Warriors if anyone's looking for a new metallic to try. And take a look at our card here, because I think they've got copper on them too. A few of them do. Looks like a mix of stuff. So we'll get our, I've been using Balthazar Gold for our more coppery tone. So I'll get that mixed up too while we're here. Starting last time, how to do the little guy's armor. How's it compared to Lead Belcher? So, Iron Warriors, essentially if you take Lead Belcher and you put a Nuln Oil wash over it, which a lot of us do, it's basically that color. So if you're doing a lot of like true metallics, I think it's great, because then you don't have to do the wash. Because I don't always want to do a wash. But it's essentially that color. Here's... should have both. Looking for Lead Belcher so you guys can see. Give this a shake. Hey, Rolling Bread. Quite honestly, I can't see the gold in Balthazar Gold. It's very much more a copper. So you can see a little bit of a difference there on camera. I think, let me close this back up and flip them over. I think that shows the difference a little better. This was reflecting more when it was open, but there's kind of the difference. But yeah, it's a really nice smooth base coat, which I really like. But then you can highlight up really easily with Lead Belcher. You can kind of continue that that workup if you wanted to. You can go into, what's after Lead Belcher? Iron Breaker, on up to the other colors really easily. Thinking of base coat in silver and Space Wolves gray, contrast over it, see if it's a good metallic armor effect. Maybe. It's always worth giving a try. Hey Tamris, welcome in. How are you today? We are working through Dominions. We're working on some Kruleboyz. We have Gutrippaz today, which is kind of their battle line unit. But we have been working through the Kruleboyz all this past week. Welcome on in. Is there anything you're working on? Right now we're starting on some of the metallics. Get these started. Doing good. Oh, about to start work. I hope work goes well today then. Thanks for coming to check us out. If you have any questions, or if anyone has any questions, let us know. We are happy to help. You've got like helmet butt cloth. What is this? I wish I had a better picture of this. I might look that up later. See if I can get another angle on these guys. Oh, I guess the pokies are sticking out of the cloth. Unless it's not cloth. I'll come back. I don't know. Can't tell from this angle. I guess it's a full metal helmet. It just looked like cloth. Vandas, welcome in. How are ya? What you up to today? We'll go with the copper for it. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Done deal. Vandus, are you excited for Dominion? Did you get a box? I think I know the answer, but I've got to ask. I think the other thing is, did anyone pick up Gonskos this past weekend? They looked really nice, but with everything else coming out at the same time, did not pick them up. May pick them up later, but did not pick them up. Anyone pick them up? I'll go ahead and get the little bolt things on the shield too while I'm here. I'll go back and get the first guy too. Hey Storm, how are you? I've Gonsko's on the way, nice. What do you think of the new paint colors? The ones coming with Dominion? We don't have those. We only got the box. So we don't have the 2 skin tones or the kind of brown red that they're releasing. Sorry, I don't remember the names off the top of my head, but we did not get those with the box, so I can't speak to those. I've been making up my own as we go. Got to figure out the Hobgrot skin later today. Knock, hello. How are ya? Oh, Saren, I picked him up for Shiggles. I'm glad I'm not the only one that says Shiggles. Those will be fun, oh, Saren. I'm excited to see your take on them. I think eventually I would get them, or if someone wanted to commission them, I'd be happy to paint them, but with all the Sigmar stuff, they're gonna have to wait. We working on some spiky boys, that's right. That's right, we're on to the Gutrippaz today. So these are kind of the battle line unit. Dominion box is chock full of stabby bits. Yeah, so the stabby ones we were working on yesterday. So I worked on these a bit more after stream. They still got some work to go. But these are the Bolt Boys. I was trying to figure out their little packs and stuff, but I didn't quite get that done last night. But here are the 3 we were working on. Heck yeah, look at all that pokey stuff. Heck yeah. So they're close. Yeah, mostly gotta figure out the packs and then go back over them one more time. And then basing, of course. I'll do a lot of the basing all at once. It's probably frustrating, but I finish a lot of things all at the same time. So we're working our way. And then one day I'll just finish like half of these things all at once. So I'm sure that's annoying to some people, but that's just how I operate. That's why you guys see me finish like 5 commissions all at the same time. Because I'm just in that mindset. We'll get there. Those look wicked, thank you. Let me, yeah, for anyone who has not seen the rest of the Dominion, we started with this guy. This is our Merc Knob with Belchabana, which we did find out from the War Scroll card that this is an actual, like, Drake tongue that they use. So that was kind of fun to learn. But that's where we started. And then we went to the Killaboss with his little stab grot. So I need to get the Stormcast painted later this week, and then basing for him. So he's coming along. And then we moved over to our Swamp Kala Shaman. And the little pot grot, of course. They got all their fun magic-y, potion-y colors. And the 6 skull on the back. So we got those. And then we just showed the Bolt Boys. And then over on Patreon, we're working on the Biggin. So he is coming along. Again, the next video for him is going to go up in about 40 minutes. So if you guys want to follow along, that's over on Patreon. We're doing a full video series for him. And then PDFs for everyone else. So you guys will have the full Kruleboyz workup here when the box comes out. So that's what we're working on. It's been a busy week and a half now. Thank you, Slam. What do you want to see from new Age of Sigmar edition? What army do you want to see expanded upon Stormcast and Destruction? I'd like my Skaven updated. I know we talked about it earlier. Some new Skaven would be really nice. I would love for Fire Slayers to get some more stuff. I think Fire Slayers would be really cool. I'm always gonna be out here for more Beastmen. I think their line could use some more stuff. What do you guys think? What lines do you think could be expanded? Drake tongue from one of those swampy drakes that belch smoke. Yep, exactly. That's what it is. The Shaman and Potgrat are rad. Thank you. They were a lot of fun. I really enjoyed them. It'll be nice to get them finished up here this week. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what we want the copper and what we want the silver. Having a hard time with some of this. Trying to pick, like, all of these will be this color. We go silver, or we go copper. Want to see more ogres? Yeah. Beastman needs serious updates. Yeah, if Beastman got some more stuff. I have looked at Beastman multiple times. And if they got some more options for stuff, I'll be in on Beastman. Because they're cool. But yeah, Fire Slayers could use some more stuff. Beastman could use stuff. The Skaven updates we mentioned earlier would be great. I just want plastic acolytes. That's all. I know the Clan Molder people would love some stuff. That would be really cool. Seeing more Molder on the table. I play Scryer and I feel like we've gotten some nice updates and models. So, would be happy to see the other clans get some more love. Because they've got some old ass models. Old ass models. Some more of that would be cool. Give me an army of Kragnos-style centaur boys, but also don't. Yep, more of that would be dope. Like we got the one. Let's do a little bit more. I think the hard part for me is like I love all the Sigmar stuff. I could have an army of every Sigmar army and I'd be happy. So that makes it difficult sometimes. I keep forgetting their shields, I'm sorry. The factions I haven't killed off yet in Age of Sigmar. Beastman is the reddest of the stepchildren. They've had it kind of rough, haven't they? Yeah, if they had more options. I have an old metal Doom Bowl that I still love. If they brought some more stuff to their line, I'd probably be in. I really like their stuff. I just want more of it before I pick up a whole army of it. An army of armies? A meta army? Could do that. Be cool. Okay. Slap. Next dude. Next. I thought Kragnos was the last of his kind. Yeah, I don't know the lore on him. But it would be cool to have another army like him. Another elite army. I guess I'd be really close to the Beastclaw. Close to that. Sigmar get off his butt and go to the Mortal Realms and mess some stuff up. I mean, I don't know the lore, but I know Broken Realms has quite a bit going on. I am just not in the know for specifically what is going on. I rely on JPIC for news. I don't read a lot of the books. Especially if my army's not in a book, I don't tend to pick it up. So I need to get caught up. But I am not in the know at the moment. Hey, Dynamite Star. Welcome in. How are ya? What you up to today? We are painting some Gutrippaz for the Kruleboyz. So these are kind of the battle line for the Kruleboyz. So doing some batch painting today as we get closer to the end of the box here. Or at least my half of the box. We've still got to decide on Stormcast and who's painting what, but my side with the Kruleboyz is we're getting there. I took a look at my desk yesterday. It's like, holy cow. I painted all that in a week. It was kind of nice. thanks for working with the Phineas. Visit my sister and mom before they leave. Oh, okay. Cheesy Barbarian, welcome in. How are you today? We are painting more Kruleboyz. We've got the Gutrippaz today. They're fun, but we're back to batch painting, which is not my favorite thing. So we're pushing through them today. I've got these guys, and then I will be doing more recording on the big boy later today. So that's my day. What are you guys up to? We need to add more of this copper. Just realized I've only done it on like a piece. We'll make his little helmet copper. And other POC news, I'm not only playing Lotro, but I'm planning to watch the movies while I play. Very nice. This is fine, but if I order up some elf ears, someone stage an intervention. Joy Penny Minis, welcome in. How are ya? Tamara's found 3 starter boxes when cleaning, 2 Space Wolves, and 1 Eldar. So much building ahead, love it. Which Space Wolf starters are those? Are the old Firstborn one, or some of the Primaris ones? Yeah, Lotro is Lord of the Rings Online. I know a few people have been getting back into it. It's the Tolkien MMO. It's like 100 years old, but 100 years old, but it's so charming. It looked very much old WoW. Like very old WoW. But not Azeroth, which is a nice change of pace from what I saw of Glam playing it. It looked real cozy. It looked real cozy. Running into the characters is fun too. Like, I think he went into a room and like Gandalf was there and it's like, ah! How do you clean your brush with, do you mean metallic flakes in it? I use a brush soap after. So if you guys are not using a brush soap, I highly recommend it. The one we use is in our gear list, exclamation gear. It's the Master's brush soap. And yeah, after a day of metallics, I definitely make sure that I do a good wash of my brush after. If you're doing a lot of metallics, you can also switch to a synthetic, which I probably should right now, but I like the size of this brush, so I'm gonna keep using it. But yeah, if you give it a good clean, you should be fine. Gotta dash. Bye, Lucy. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-byes. And then yeah, if anyone is looking through that gear list, those are affiliate links, so they do come back to help support the stream. So thank you to everyone who uses those. I will say there was, with the Kolinsky Sable brushes, if you guys are looking at brushes, shop around and look at pricing, because with having trouble importing some of those brushes, the prices have gone up. So that'll be my caveat to the brushes. But if you guys want to see what we use for streaming, recording, painting, I try to include as much as I can in there. Masters for the win. I'm good. It's hot and I hate it. And work. So blunt. I feel all of that. We are supposed to get storms this afternoon with a little bit of a cold front coming through. So hopefully nothing scary, but looking forward to it cooling off a little bit. Hopefully you can stay out of the heat. Looks like the older ones. Guess I've had them for a couple of years. Oops. I think we've all got those projects. You're among friends here. Who else has some I don't want to say out of date, but maybe some older start collectings like that. I've got my Slaves of Darkness. It's probably going to sit for a little bit. Their new starter. My problem with backlog is they tend to get built and then sit. So they're not even in like nice clean boxes for storage. They're just everywhere. Oh, bye Cheesy Barbarian. Thank you so much for coming by. We'll see you next time. Hey MG Mini War Gaming, how are ya? Didn't expect them to be that tall. Yeah, so let's get a little bit of a... For anyone who may come in, here are the Gutrippaz. The Hobgrots are the other unit, which are actually, they're bent over quite a bit, the Gutrippaz. But there are the little Hobgrots next to them for a little bit of a comparison. And then the characters. So here is our Merknob with Belchabana. So there's a little bit of a size comparison there. But they're definitely the sized up new Sigmar scale. How are you today? Is there anything you're working on? Gavarioso, hello. Admech, Nids, and Scions. Slam's got Slaves of Darkness and Nurgle Demons all built. That's it. Untouched otherwise, yep. Joy Paintings is in Portland, like 1:05 on Saturday. No human is made for that. Yeah. Well, especially if you're not used to it. It's gross. That's gross. Oh. Bye, Gavarioso. Bye. Thanks for lurking with us. See, Mini War Gaming is painting pink horrors. The Zinch points will increase by 25%. Man. I'll be honest, I haven't taken a look at a lot of the points increases, because I have not gotten to play very much. So, like, I'm basically learning them for the first time. But, yeah. I know my Slanesh got hit. So I'll have to look through all that once we start playing. Scott did go learn 40k on Saturday. And I think we'll be learning Age of Sigmar together. So that's exciting. But I gotta get some more game time in here. We've been slacking with all the game stores closed. We've been slacking. Oh, you're done for the day. Congrats, Converioso, you did it. You did it. It's going. We're to batch painting now, unfortunately. We had so much fun with all the characters last week. We're back to batch painting. But it's going really well. So we got these guys today. Hopefully the Hobgrots tomorrow. And then it'll be either Wednesday or Thursday stream, kind of a cleanup stream for what's left. But the plan is to get everything done by the end of this week. Because I've got to get stuff over to Games Workshop here very soon. So that's the plan. Yep. Joy Painting Mini's got my Gargoyle's wings painted with the airbrush. Gotta do the thin flash tonight. Nice. Making good progress on those then. Making good progress. But yeah, we're cruising ahead as much as we can. It's been a very busy couple weeks. But we doing it. I don't mind batch painting, sometimes it's relaxing. Very few decisions to make. Once you have a plan, you just go. I don't think it's super fun for streaming. It's okay off stream, if I can like watch someone or have some music going. Unfortunately, this has gotta get done during our stream time. But it's not what I prefer painting on stream. I'd rather work on the characters and stuff. I think it's more fun. Some Mark IV Marines arrived. Look at you, Conferioso. It's time. About to make my first alpha boy. Congrats. It's a boy. Congrats. That's exciting. So wait, how many have arrived? All hail Ditto Megan. That's so great. Let's do another copper helmet. Air fryer is here. We picked up an air fryer with Amazon Prime Day. Because I keep seeing recipes for keto with it. And it was on sale. So now we're going to make all the wings. And whatever else I find. Kind of excited. And congratulations! It's an Alfarius! What's up, Teague? You back? How goes work? How goes work? Teague, I was really enjoying Horizon last night. I didn't get super far. This isn't spoilers. I got to just before the blessing for the proving. So I really didn't make it that far at all. But got through the first little section. Now I'm enjoying it so far. You're just eyeing Connie's Alpha Legion. Perfect. Perfect. You're excited? Good. Glad to hear it. They're gonna look badass. Do you have your color scheme already figured out, Cabrera? You're gonna be winging it. Let me know just how you use like the air fryer. Will do. Yeah. I think I'm gonna take a look maybe tonight and see if I can find a bunch of recipes for it and start going in. That was quick, but I'm out again. Bye, Paknak. We'll see you later. Thank you so much for swinging by. I was in the middle of typing the color scheme when you said that. Brain cell. Brain cell. I'll give it back so you can type it out. But then I need it back. Okay. We're gonna have to make a schedule for this. This is getting real bad. The single brain cell we share. I think I have a scheme down as well. I'm gonna try and airbrush contrast paints. If that works well, happy days. Doing the contrast over the metallic. Yeah, I hope so. I've seen some really cool ones. Okay, small stretch break. I just never feel like we're getting as much done with batch painting. But we are. Like, obviously, we've made a lot of progress, but it just doesn't feel like it, you know? Anyone else feel the same about batch painting? Just because, like, one dude isn't looking any closer to done. It'd be neater than the Tamiya clear coat. I just hate doing it. We're not gonna do anymore. I think, we're gonna do one more for the army. We've already, like, helped with the Thousand Suns, and that's it. We're not doing it anymore. The airbrush the blue-green over metallic, thin the contrast out 50-50 as a starting point. I also have different inserts coming, but those won't be until next week. A skewer rack, a pizza pan, and a wire rack. Man. Scott found all the goodies. Well done, Scott. Well done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find some recipes here very soon. I think wings are what I'm most excited for, honestly, for the
To discover your inner, is it not pumped?
We've discovered a new recipe.
100 of them, I believe.
Lots of recipes. Let's do a little flippy flip. Take a little break and look at. Wait, you can make muffins in it?
Yeah, that's one of the inserts coming too.
Okay. Look how delicious these tarts look like. Mmm. Let's see what they got for, like, wings. Oh, I get biscuits. Look at all these things I can't eat.
You eat squash,
I can ask. Yeah, there it is, Teague. There's the cauliflower. There it is. So tired of cauliflower. All these potatoes. Cajun fries. Oh, dang. Look at these. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Coconut shrimp. Fried pickles. Yeah, I actually have a recipe.
Well, now I got an air fryer for it.
Alright. Well, that'll be fun.
I also have a burger press.
Alright.
Flat burgers.
We're gonna be eating good, chat. I don't like batch paint at all, but it's a necessary evil. Yep. That's exactly it. I want to play with the army, so I will do it. And that's it. Wings! Wings are a lifesaver on keto. Wings and the bunless burgers. Fried pickle spears, yeah. I actually found a recipe. I was gonna bake them. But now that we've got the air fryer, I will absolutely do that. Well, cool. I will report back with any of the recipes that we try and like. If anyone else would like to tag or would like me to tag them, because I'll tag Bill when I put those up. Let me know. Trying to stay on track with this eating better thing. It's slow going. I think the end of this week I'm a month into keto, and I have lost 6 pounds. I got down to 7, but then for some reason it came back. It likes to do that. It likes to hop around. So I'm gonna go with 6 for right now, until it decides to stay off. We doing it. We doing the thing. I think we need some more. Let's do a coppery shoulder here. It sounds like a Ronald McDonald fatality name. Fried pickle spear. Let's see, what else is going on? I think that's about it. I will say that moving the PlayStation back here was pretty great. I think I'm gonna play a lot more games now. We had it in the bedroom, and I didn't always want to be like playing in bed, which is weird because like it's pretty cozy. But I think I was just not playing things because it's like, I don't want to go sit in bed. So getting that moved out here was kind of nice. Playing on that last night. Still got to troll Slam, which is always fantastic. Avian, hello. How are you today? What you up to? Isn't that great, Slam? I control you all the time. I don't even have to leave the seat. Pretty great. Perhaps. Always. There's no perhaps about it. We are working on some more Kruleboyz. So we've got the Gutrippaz today, which are the battle line for the Kruleboyz. Getting all of their metallics base coated at the moment. What you up to? How was the rest of your weekend? And then, yeah, anyone coming in, we do have animated emotes now. So these are just what Twitch provided. So it's a little limited, but I tried to pick ones that made sense. We've got eyes. We've got spin, bonk, and bork. And... gee, I don't remember the other one. Eyes, bonk, bork, spin, riot. If you do multiple riots in a row, it's kind of fun. But those are all live. Oop, this guy's little peg for his foot does not go as far into the base, so he keeps coming off. We're just gonna leave him off at this point. Because he's got a little section with the cattail that it actually fits through and then goes to the base. So it goes into the base, but not as strongly as the others. See, look at him go. Look at him go. I love it. I just love it. But yeah, those are all live. You guys can play with those. Alright, there's that. We'll leave that here with this base. One more. We're almost there, chat. Anyone have anything coming up this week we're excited for? I don't think we have anything else special other than getting all this finished up. That's plenty though. That's enough for us. Chat can fill the screen. Heck yeah. Almost there, Harp. Yeah, Reaper's getting a puppy. I don't think I have anything that can top getting a puppy. I think that takes the cake. Getting puppy. Alright, we'll get his spear, and then we've got to pick the next thing. Which will probably be more of our cloth. We need to pick our next cloth color and fill in the rest of these. So, let's go with our red cloth next. We'll go back to that sanguine base from P3. Again, Games Workshop has a new one coming. We were not sent it with the box, so I can't speak to the new colors. So I've been using my own skin workups, which is basically a modified of their orc workup. And we'll have to do the same for the Hobgrots. We'll have to come up with our own. Alright, let's close these up for a sec. Yeah, Reaper's getting a schnauzer. Just like Bill got. Because they're adorable. With their little beards. Would you? Stop it. Stop it. This guy not staying on his base is causing problems. Okay, so again, we're going to be using Sanguine Base, which is this nice red-brown, I guess brown-red. Good dogs, neighbor has a lovely one, best boy. My grandma always had them. And they're silly, but they are sweet. So I have good memories of little schnauzers. Dark neutral gray with light warm gray highlights. I was expecting the paint names to come out. He's a nice Dawnstone with some Celestra gray highlights. You know what? I'm gonna open up Dryad Bark and we'll just get all the cloth done. I think that's easier to just do it all at once. So we'll just be alternating. That's all we're doing. Trying to spread these colors around the model. So I'm going to do the Dryad Bark up here by the shield because the shield's already red. So I don't want that red leather right next to it. Space it out a little bit. Oh, they're the Proracral. I don't have enough of their stuff to know all their names. Alright, there's one. Be nice to have all these done. I think there's something else I've seen. Yeah, I'm gonna start playing some games again. I think Scott going to learn 40k kind of was like, okay, I need to start building some lists. Like, I need to get back to this. I think both of us have just been in more of a video game mood than a tabletop mood. I feel like D&D just kind of took that spot during a pandemic and everything. But I am excited to get back to it. So I need to get some lists built here soon. What does GW want picks, or are you having the minis on stream is the goal? So it's both. Games Workshop will get this boy. So we've got to get him finished this week, which should be fine. The only thing is, I have to be recording while I work on him, so that's adding a little bit of a challenge to the schedule. But that's okay. We'll get him done. So that is my plan for this afternoon, is to work on him more. Again, patrons, the next video for him will be up in, looks like 8 minutes. So if you guys are following along, want to check out more for our killer boss on Mount, the Great Nashtoof, that is going up here very soon. I also did a little bit of an update post today, so you guys can see what else is coming down the pipeline. We've got some Primarchs to go after Dominion. And then some videos I had to kind of reschedule because of Dominion. So we'll get back to those right after. But that is all on Patreon if you want to check it out. It's been really nice getting back to Patreon. Spending some more time there. We'll do some more stream updates here very soon. The new schedule for commissions is really helping me out. I feel a lot better about things. I feel like everyone has to kind of go through this where they learn how this kind of works, and now we've getting through it. Love the BC skin, thank you. It's been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying that mini. I think seeing it alongside the rest of the line has helped with. I think when they first showed it, a lot of people were like, "He looks a little weird." But seeing the proportions across the Kruleboyz line, I think he makes a little more sense. Oops. I think if they had shown some of the regular boys and then him, it would help that mini out a little bit. Give all the best to the floof. Alright, I'll get the rest of this. Gonna get the insides on anything I missed. Looks like I kind of missed some along the shield here, so let me get my Rhinox hide back out. Probably why I was yakking and not paying attention. Oh, to replace Floof, yes. Yes, I hope Floof gets settled all in today. I was confused, Avian, because I'm like, he does not have Floof. He doesn't have any Floof. Repray's little Floof, though. Floof will be given the best. I'm so excited for photos. Bill's been posting adorable puppy photos. Now I'll have Repray adorable puppy photos. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Alright, so for anyone who may be coming in, we're just blocking out the rest of the colors for the cloth. Again, we're batch painting today, so it's a little rougher to see progress on overall models, but getting some good work in today. The goal is to have these guys done this week. I'll be trying the swamp bases either tonight after recording or tomorrow. So we can start to get them based. Give them some swampy bases. So I gotta get that figured out because I haven't really done swampy before. And like we were talking about, I'm not a big fan of basing anyway, so it'll be a little bit of an adventure. I'm gonna move the red cloth over a little for this one. Mix it up a little bit, you know. Keep them guessing. Offset that shield a little bit. You trying to summon the Bug King? He's not going to be happy with me, because these have to get done quick. Bug King doesn't work quick. There's a bacon setting already on the air fryer. Scott, there is bacon in the fridge if you'd like to give it a try. If you would like to give it a try, there's bacon in there. Perhaps he does know bases. Yep, but I've got to get these knocked out very soon. Display basing and review box turnaround time are different things. At least for a full army. If we were just doing the Gnash Tooth, we could probably spend some more time on basing, but having these on stream are good for stream, so that's what we're doing. Air fried bacon is amazing. It's so good. Scott, fired up. Hulk, what you up to today? Got anything fun planned? Bacon always good. You know, you really can't go wrong with bacon. Hey, Roger Welko, welcome in. How are you today? You really can't go wrong with bacon. I was tempted. The place we went for lunch on Saturday had something called bacon candy, which sounded real good, but didn't know how much like sugar they were adding to that, so I didn't end up getting it. But it sounded delicious. Because I'm assuming it was glazed with something sweet. Maybe some maple or something with it. Hey, Warpforge, how are you? Welcome on in. We are working our way through Dominion. What you up to today? We have the Gutrippaz for the Kruleboyz today. So these are the kind of battle line unit for the Kruleboyz. We're batch painting, so it's kind of hard to see progress on one guy, but we've made a big step on him today. We'll probably keep working on them either tomorrow's stream or Wednesday, because they won't quite be done yet. But we're getting there. Just got back home from work. Nice. Glad work is done for the day. Hopefully you've got some fun stuff to work on instead, now that it is done. Again, I've got a couple different colors that I'm swapping out for the cloth. I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit. I've got Dryad Bark, Rhinox Hide, and then it's actually a P3 paint, Sanguine Base. And I'm just kind of spreading them out over the miniature. Add a little variety, like they've been cutting these off of things and using them. I got to 47 on Final Fantasy, so zero clue of the game's story. I also don't pay attention, and I kind of feel bad about it, because I know JPick like listened to the entire story as they were leveling, And, like, he got way more out of it than I did. And I kind of feel like I should go back and at least, like, watch the cutscenes. But I don't know a whole lot of the story. I know character stories, but that's kind of about it. But I also wanted to be, like, max level as soon as I could. So I was rushing, for sure. Let's see, I'm working on some old school Orc Boys, who's finished a dozen of them. And the movement tray, nice! Yeah, Orc Boys are, they're a lot of work. Orc Boys have a lot of stuff on them, so that's awesome. Good job. Plus, there's so many of them. So many Orc Boys. Anyone else playing any games? I know we mentioned Lord of the Rings Online earlier. Scott and I are leveling in Final Fantasy also. We both have 80s, but we're leveling up new classes for the new stuff in the fall. So I'm leveling a Paladin at the moment. I think we're about the same level, Joy Painamaze. I think I hit 47 or 8 last night. I was trying to get all my level 50 gear straightened out so I could buy it right off the bat. Alright, there's that boy. Next. And then, yeah, started Horizon last night. Horizon Zero Dawn, which is very good. So I'll play probably more of that tonight. If I can get all my stuff done. Find something fun to air fry tonight for dinner now. Final Fantasy XIV ain't critically acclaimed enough for your liking. For real, so yeah, you need it to be free to level 60, and you can see how critically acclaimed it is. You know? Lucky for you, it is available to play for free. And it is critically acclaimed. Go try that demo. Go, go, go. Come play with us. Pog. That's what we need for stream. A hype meter. That's what we've been missing all this time. Is the E3 style hype meter. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Not having a hype meter. Gosh. Look at him go. Etc. Hype continues. That would be your hype meter? Yeah, we gotta get the fire. The fire. You can show how lit it is in here. I feel so old. I'm gonna be honest, all I want to do is play video games after E3. That's all I want to do. Which unfortunately, we have a lot of painting to do. Well, that's what I want to be doing, is playing video games. Game Pass added a whole bunch of stuff that I was starting to go through the other night. There's so many games. So many games, chat. Just not enough time. Hey, Spigot, how are you? Welcome on in. We are painting our Kruleboyz for, sorry, the Gutrippaz for the Kruleboyz. There we go. I can say things. And this is from Dominion still, so we're still working our way through the box. We are getting down to our battle line stuff. So some more batch painting now. But getting them knocked out. Oh, okay. If anyone has any questions or would like to see other models from the box, let me know. Happy to do that. Scott started some of our Stormcast yesterday with Indrasta. I think we're still trying to figure out what we want to do with our Stormcast stuff. But they are built, if you guys want to see them. Just not painted just yet. The Kruleboyz are more my style, so that's what I jumped on when we got the box. But the Stormcast does have some lovely models in it. I actually really like the Annihilators now, after seeing them in person. The chonky boys with the shields. Let's do. Whoops. Dry bark. Stop it. Finally got a solid state drive that works on the new hardware and clean Windows installation. We're gonna apply for another bank teller position. Good luck, Spigot. Were you able to? Because I know you had to do that test or whatever for it. Were you able to find out? Like, is there something you can study for that? For the next one you apply to? Or not really? He is. He doesn't want to stay in my hand. He does not want to be painted. And then this guy, I kind of mentioned earlier, he's got a little base piece that his peg also goes through, so he doesn't fit into the base as well. Like, I would glue him when we're done. But we're just going to keep him off the base so he stops hopping off himself. Not found any information on it? Gotcha. Well, that's kind of annoying. Like, how are you supposed to improve if they're not gonna teach you what you need to know? Like, I would hope if you, taking that time to teach what would be needed. Seems pretty valuable. It was third party for all they gave. Oh, all they gave the company was red light or green light. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting system. It doesn't seem very conducive to helping get someone into, or I guess teaching someone the position. But I guess they've looked at that and made a decision. Can't imagine they haven't. One way or another. Alright, I think we got all of our cloth. We did it, chat. One step done. You know what I think we should do? I think I'm going to take a real quick bio break. So if anyone else is working from home, hopping along, has been sitting here for a while with us, this would be a great time to get up, get a little stretch, grab a snack, refill that water, all that good stuff. I'm going to put some pretty things to look at here on the screen while I step away. But yeah, if anyone else needs to grab a quick break, now would be a good time to do that. And I will be back here in just a moment. Be right back. Okay, and we back. It makes me wonder though, less and less people are actually taught how to count money now. Yeah, it's that's interesting. I feel like I kind of understand for like a job where you have to have like so much knowledge like beforehand. Like maybe something you go to school for. I feel like a teller you could teach whatever needs to be taught. So like what's the point in keeping that behind a test you then don't teach? I don't know. Alright, so now that we're back, let's see what we got next. Let's start working up the shields. So we have Corn Red, we did Rhinox Hide, Mephiston Red is up next. We're going to do a nice layer of Mephiston Red to start highlighting these up. So let's get this on our palette. Yeah, I feel like they'd want to teach that, but must be for a reason that we don't know. Alright, I'm going to start right in, and everything that's raised is going to get our Mephiston Red. I'm doing it this way because it's how I've been working out the heroes and everything. If anyone is looking for just a real quick tabletop, Mephiston Red with a wash would probably work pretty well. We were also talking like you could dry brush these shields really easily to bring in a little bit of that texture, and like these are detailed really nicely, so that the dry brush would bring it up really easy. I'm just choosing to highlight instead, because that's what we've done on our heroes, so I'll just continue that. I'm also happy with how they turned out, so we'll just keep them nice and consistent. Thank you everyone for coming to hang out today. Whether you're chatting along, working and lurking along, I really appreciate it. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. Happy to show other models from the box or what I'm doing. But thank you for spending some time with us today. I appreciate it. Hope everyone has a good start to their week. We've got another busy one here. And then if anyone would like to come join our Discord, that's where we hang out in between streams. ! Discord, that is open to everyone. Yeah, thank you for spending your time with us. Just pulled one of those Pathfinder deep cut minis off of its base. I think there's about a half a gallon of super glue applied to it. It is nice that you can get those off. We've done that with a few of the WizKids ones. You just rip them off of there. I had to go get coffee creamer this morning. Ended up talking about how no one is really being taught how to count money. You mean like wanting to go into that profession? Yeah, I feel like that's something really easy to, or would be really easy to teach. I don't know. I just paint plastic mans on the internet, so... Well, I don't know. Let's see, does anyone have any hobby questions while we're here? I know sometimes when chat's crazy busy, don't want to interrupt, but now would be a good time. Anyone's got any questions? I know it's kind of lunchtime here in the States. Hope everyone is enjoying their time. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna have for lunch. I'm hungry. Cashier I was talking to... Oh, how about a cashier in another store because I hit the wrong button. Couldn't figure out what change they were supposed to give back. To be fair, a lot of people also don't carry cash. I only have cash because people will pay for commissions in cash, and I will use that for some of my personal stuff. Yeah, a lot of people just don't carry cash. I don't feel safe carrying cash. Personally. So I don't like to have it on me. So if you're not having to do it regularly. More than just bank telling. Yeah, I just don't think it's as popular. Hey Veritas. When I worked in a bar, my boss would quiz the staff on regular order costs, the change from various notes. You earned a pint for getting the most right. I learned to count cash pretty fast. Yeah, if you're doing it more regularly. That makes sense. How are you today? Is there anything you're working on? When pints are on the line, yeah, I'm more likely to try. Barely used cash before the pandemic. I think I've touched it twice since the pandemic started. Yep. Yeah, I keep it for, obviously keep some for emergencies, but I really don't like having it on me. And then, yeah, just how gross money is. Like, how many hands it has gone through. No thank you. No thank you. I think most people have just moved to cards for all their stuff. Like, I feel like that had already happened before pandemic, and now even more so, like Bill mentioned. Don't like having cash. This guy's shield is little. Oh, there's his other little eye. Can't tell what his little face was doing. Now I see it. Dragon, welcome in. Thank you so much for that Prime sub. Can I get some love and hype for that brand new sub? Thank you so much for that support. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the emotes and the subscription. We just added some animated emotes, so make sure to check those out. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Apian. Volpera, hello. How are you? Look at this orc. Look at him. How are you today? We are working on the Gutrippaz for the Kruleboyz. They've been pretty fun so far. It's been tough getting back to batch painting, but they're coming along. What you up to? The puppies animated emote. That was the first one I made, because I know Confurioso loves the eyes emote. And them shaking around like that is just perfect. That was the first one I made. But yeah, I kind of hope Twitch adds more. Like, having some, like, legit animated ones would be really cool. But I think the kind of default ones work pretty well. You got one box so far. Oh, for Dominion? Yeah, it was, GW did a really nice job this weekend with the queue system and things. You can still pick up things, which is amazing compared to some of the previous releases. They did a really nice job. I'm very happy for them and everyone else who was hoping to get a box. Looked like everyone is able to. Pre-ordered from GW. So you get all the extra goodies and stuff from them. Very cool. I guess I don't understand counting cash just from, like, knowing I have to count out 426, for example. Like, that's pretty easy. I guess I don't understand what your, what the concern is, I guess. It seems easy. I have done it. I haven't done it in a while, but, like, I have done it. Now, like, large amounts of cash, which I guess is what I thought you were talking about from a bank teller perspective. Like, I'm sure there's tricks and stuff to that, but counting out change is not difficult. I just don't think people are doing it as much. I really don't. I'd love to get rid of it altogether, but... One from GW, I'm gonna get another from a local store. If I can, a third, because a friend is hounding me to try and grab it because they can't afford it yet. I want to make sure I get at least one from GW. Nice. Glad you're able to grab it. And yeah, hopefully I can get your friend all set up too. That is the hard part sometimes with the larger boxes, is budgeting for it. Make sure you can grab it. Fun fact, Home Depot does not take cashier's checks. My personal check didn't go through. You can only pull 20K out of a bank branch at a time. 56K in cash is not as impressive as you would think. Yeah, sometimes they put those limits on and you're trying to move accounts and stuff. That's annoying. Have been there. That's frustrating. Kind of that moment of, I'm good for it. I just need it to move. I just need to put it somewhere else. That's it. Well, now you know. Now you know. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to video games for a little bit, because I just finished up Hired Gun, which is the new Necromunda game. And I thought it was okay. If anyone is on the fence, if you really like Necromunda, or you're really looking for a Warhammer game, give it a 7 or an 8. If you're new to Warhammer, or you don't care that it's a Warhammer game, it's probably closer to like a 6. But I got it finished up. I probably won't be returning to it if they do anything else with it. I'm good. It was cool seeing some of the characters and stuff. It did make me want to paint an Ambot, but it was okay. So I will wait till Darktide. I'm still glad I picked it up to try it, but it's definitely a, I would say, a sale purchase. Luckily, it's not a full $60. I think it's a $40 game normally, and then I got a discount for their, like, pre-sale. But it was okay if anyone's on the fence. I don't know if that helps, but... Oh, kitchen remodel. Yep. Gotta get that money where you need it. That'll do it, yep. What color did we use for the skin? So the skin is actually just the normal orc skin workup. It's wog flesh, warboss green, scarsnick. I do add a little bit of a pastel yellow to the scarsnick though, to bring it a little closer to what they've got on the studio paint job. But yeah, it's just the regular orc workup. Nothing too fancy. I'm honestly surprised how many questions I've got on. I don't know if it's because the new paints are coming, or what it is. But it's just the normal orc workup. I have a feeling it's people who just have not painted a lot of orcs in the past. Now hopping into orcs. That's all it is. Painting Amble? I know, he's in there. He's in there. Those ambots in the game are so cool, though. I think it's one of those things where, like, I've always seen the model, but, like, seeing one come after you reinforces how scary they are. They're pretty neat. They're pretty neat. So that was kind of fun. And then, yeah, characters that are in the game. Kind of fun to paint those up. Alright, so I know we're not going to finish these guys on stream today. I may do a bit of work on them tonight, depending on how recording goes. But then we will have probably them and the Hobgrots back tomorrow. So I'm just going to kind of run down what else needs to be done on these guys. The little tassels, we've been doing the turquoise. Because that works really well with our red. So we'll hit them. Our metallics will need a wash, which will probably be what I do off stream, is get the washes settled. They've got the wraps around their feet. And then the rest of these shields also need to be done. So, yeah, we'll see how much I get done tonight. If I finish recording and I'm just pooped, then we'll just save them for tomorrow. If I've got some time before dinner, then maybe I'll put some more work into these. We'll see how we feel. Recording, I found that recording is really weird because I'm so used to being able to look up at chat and like talk about something. When I'm recording, it's just me. So when I'm painting the same color for a while, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. So that's been interesting going back to Patreon. It's like, alright. I want to keep talking, but I am missing chat. Missing chat a lot at the moment. So that's been interesting. And then yeah, a few people are chipping into the community point challenge. If you guys want to throw any of your little channel points into the community challenge, when we reach that, we will gift out 5 subs to the community as a thank you. So thank you everyone, throwing your points in. Thank you again for all the support today, for the follows, for the subs, for coming to hang out and talk. I really, really appreciate it. Schedule-wise, we will be back tomorrow, same time. So if this time works for you guys, we'll be back tomorrow with, yeah, probably more of these guys and then the Hobgrots. I'll try to get them ready to go. So we've got to figure out their skin color as well, since I don't have the nuke on. I don't think it'll be too bad. We'll get a nice kind of golden yellow on them. Seeing if there's any YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm sure there's that are articles with advice. Maybe I was trying to think if maybe you could take like a practice test online and see which questions you missed. But I don't know enough of that to suggest anything, but maybe worth looking for. We've got articles for what's commonly included on those tests. Maybe worth a look. Alright, here's our Mephiston Red. You can see that really brightens them up quite a bit. So let's go ahead and keep working on the shields. By keeping them in order, our first one should be dry. So I'm going to work up to Evil Sun Scarlet. Sage, welcome back. How are ya? I think having these shields done makes a really big difference on these guys. So let's get that done today at least. Oh, look, there's a practice test. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be some Googling to do. I still think it's weird that they didn't try to help you with anything, so I don't know if that's just like a no-no. for that job or what? Okay, I just spent the last hour or so looking for a mage from... Oh, for my Slaves of Darkness army. What did you find? Mostly want to keep a human. Oh, not much. Still looking. They're all flying out of my hands. So waiting for recommendations from chat. Maybe something to kit bash to make one. I'll be honest. I think a lot of people are on lunch at the moment. Discord may be a better place, Sage, if you want to try Discord. Just so people can throw links and stuff in. I don't know what you're looking for, so I don't even know where to send you other than like Reaper or something. I don't know what you're looking for. I can Slaves of Darkness uses mages on a disc. Like the Zinch one. That's the first one I'm coming up with is the Zinch one. They got some cool stuff. Yep, the Discord, yeah. Hey, Prankster! Is the Underworld's warband too obvious? That's true. There's a... The warband has a sorcerer in it. That might be cool. I think I actually have it here on the table. Mine are base purple for Slanesh, but let's boy. I don't know enough about Slaves of Darkness line to make a suggestion. Yeah, when it comes to kit bashing, there's so many options. I don't even know where to start yet. But yeah, he's in Underworlds, so he comes with, I think it's a set of 4. But it's all chaos. You could add it all to your Slaves of Darkness line. Turn around so you can see the other side. Got a cloak. Thank you, Prankster Dragon, for the suggestion. I thought you were looking for, like, completely scratch built. But yeah, this is a good one. Pathfinder Deep Cuts. Oh, a Fruity. There we go. There's another option. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. I guess I thought you were trying to make something, like, super from scratch. Was my understanding. But maybe not. Probably some good bases for conversions of Warcry warbands. Yeah, Warcry's got some cool stuff. Underworld's has got some cool stuff. Those might be checking out if you want to keep it more Warhammer and not go to like another, like a third party for stuff. I would check those first. For sure. Let's do a couple more shields, and then I think that might be a good place to call it for the day. I am hungry. I've got recording to do. Mostly just looking for a spell slinger. Didn't look completely inhuman. Conversion was a second. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, then that would work. That would work really well. Trying to think from the more skirmishy stuff if there's another I would recommend, but that sounds like what you're looking for. The full name of the I think it was Kagra's Ravagers, I think was the name. If that's not right, chat, help me out. Feel free to correct me, but I believe that's right. Khagra. Okay, thank you. Maybe no H. Maybe Corn's got me goofed up. But that's the set there. Is that Alcabin? Alcabin? Not to critique, because you paint better than I. But why hold the models like that? Aren't you rubbing paint off in the long run? So no, not normally. With plastic miniatures and paint, you can hold on to them pretty well. It's not like if I was working with metal, I would be a lot more careful and I'd be doing clear coats in between. With the plastic, I really haven't had any issues, and they will get a clear coat afterward. But just handling the models, I don't really have any paint rub off. If you are having paint rub off, I would definitely maybe try a different primer, or make sure the conditions that you've primed them in are correct, because sometimes with rattle cans, if it hasn't cured correctly, you can have paint rub off. But no, for plastic miniatures, I haven't had a problem. You can also do a model holder. I've never gotten to the habit of using them unless I've got like a weird spot that I can't reach just holding the model regularly. So you could do that if you're worried about it or if you're having paint rub off. But I've actually never had an issue with it. Trying to think if there's any questions I can ask to help narrow down what it might be. But yeah, is there anything you're working on where you are having that issue? Metal's the goofy one. I will say that. Yes, I had it right. Yeah, there's the Godsworn Hunt too. There's a couple of chaosy ones. So it might be worth. Hey Jesse, welcome in. Some brands of paints have a less durable finish. Yeah, more prone to rubbing off. You're different from me then. I need the model holder or I keep rubbing off. I have tremors and sweaty hands. Okay, I am the ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, so it sounds like, I know some people use gloves. We'll paint with a glove too. That makes me crazy because my hand gets really hot in there and it's just gross. But a glove might be an option also. But yeah, I have not had a problem, but it sounds like maybe finding a solution that'll work for you. Model holder, gloves. You could do clear coats. You can always do clear coats on models too, if you're worried about like doing your primer, maybe a couple base coats, and then doing a quick like matte coat over them. Could be an option as well, if there's some that are just giving you a hard time. I would almost put resin in the boat too, because if you don't get a good cure on resin, that can come off. But yeah, I've not had an issue. I'm sorry you're having to deal with it and get it figured out. It's frustrating when you just want to paint. Oh, Kavira's was saying the same. I think I'm especially oily hand man. That might be, yeah, the oils from your skin. That might be it. Yeah, Kavira, so if you have any suggestions, let us know. That's just not something I've... Yeah, swamp hand with the glove, yep. I don't like that feeling. I tried it for a bit for stream and I couldn't do it. I can do the gloves for the airbrushing, but even then, like, I'm ready to rip them off when I'm done. They make me crazy. I don't know how people do full streams in gloves, but... I recommend the priest. Oh, from yeah, the flame tyrants for Warcry. Scions of Flame have some cool stuff. That's true too. Thank you, Prankster Dragon. That's a lot of cool options. Hopefully that helps, Sage. Model holders in some ways my solution. GW ones are the homemade ones, yeah. Cool. I will pass that along in case anyone else has the same question then. Grab those model holders. I do like the Games Workshop model holders. I never got into the habit of using one. For the most part, I'm okay not using one. Hey, Priestain, welcome in. I always forget that I can't drink coffee in the day I paint, or I can't hold the model in the brush hand steady. I get that sometimes too. Especially if I skip breakfast. Sometimes I get real shaky. How are you? Is there anything you're working on? Oh, I work in grout restoration. Try wearing a kitchen glove only one hand for an 8-hour workday. Nope. And 30 degrees Celsius. Nope. Nope. That would make me so crazy. So yeah, maybe trying the glove would work for you then. Because you are, you're used to wearing a glove, and it's not going to be nearly those conditions. So maybe that's something to try. Problem I have is tackling tanks. Oh, then I use gloves. Try to be quick. Ooh, you got Indian food, Jesse? I'm jealous. Yeah, I've got to decide what I'm having here in a minute. Guess we'll see if Scott air fried up that bacon. He closed the door so he could do dishes, and now I don't know. I don't know bacon status. Don't know bacon status. Starblood Stalkers is your current project. Blizzards with pointy sticks, yes. I picked those guys up too. They were fun. I picked those guys and Lord Croak up just because they're fun. Chat, I'm going to end up with every Age of Sigmar army, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just keeps happening that way. I'm sorry. And they're just all so fun. I just think Age of Sigmar is way more fun than 40k. They get all the sweet sculpts. They just seem more fun in general. I'm sorry. They're just way more fun. E-signature with birthday and zip. That's interesting. It's the tanning that gets me riled up. My skin tans beautifully, but I have a single white hand. You've got the glove tan line. Rocking that. What would that be? Instead of a farmer's tan, a grout tan? Like it. Multiple fantasy armies. If that's wrong, I don't want to be right. But here's the thing. Like, I want every one of them. Like, there isn't one I would say no to, is the problem. Like, we were talking armies, I would absolutely pick up Beastmen. I would pick up Seraphon. I would pick up Morskaven. I would pick up cities. Cities still got some cool stuff. I still have some city stuff. What's now cities? I'd pick up Daughters of Cain. I could pick up any of those and be happy. But even happier if I picked up all of them. Me and my brother pre-ordered Dominion. What model is your favorite so far? I love the Praetor Prime Lady. So I'm more on the Kruleboyz side. I'm not huge on Stormcast. It's really hard to pick between all these characters. I actually love this guy way more than I thought I would. The Merc Knob. The Shaman, of course, is fun. When they did the reveal stream, this is the one I was like, I have to have that miniature. Even if I don't get the box, I have to have that Shaman. So fun, but we still have some more work to do on her. There's, of course, the little grots. We got Stab Grot and Pot Grot. They're fun. And then the one we're working on for Patreon has been a lot of fun. So this is the Kill a Boss on Gnash Tooth. Because I love painting beasties. So it's hard to pick. So I'm just gonna go with Kruleboyz characters. Have been my favorite to paint. I have a harder time with the batch painting. But the characters are awesome. No Storm. Yeah, I'm not a Stormcast person. I don't think painting all the armor is fun. Not my thing. It just feels like I'm painting 40k, which, like I just said, not my preferred thing. I like painting the organic stuff. I like painting skin, fur, hair. Those are what I enjoy painting. We can paint armor, but it's not fun. It's not fun. Nailing the skin on that character's right, thank you. And then yeah, the new video for him is up now on Patreon. Exclamation Patreon. That is where we have all of our longer format tutorial stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot more over there now that the Black Legion is done and we're on our new commission scheduling. We'll have more time to do tutorials and stuff. So if you guys want to follow along with our Kill a Boss on Gnash Tooth, part 2 should now be up. We've got part 3 recorded, and I'll be working on the next part today. So lots and lots of Gnash Tooth. You for your eyeballs. Eyeballs can be tough. No love for nids. I have nids. Unfortunately, I burnt myself out working on my nids. I was trying to get them ready for an Adepticon, and I burnt myself out. And it hadn't come back. If they get something cool with their codex, that might be when we get them back out. Nothing honestly pushing me to 40k at this point. Like, I don't even want to work on my Space Wolves right now. They can wait. They can wait. Nids are cool, though. I do like the nids, especially the big nids. I love the terrain effects. I love the Swarm Lord. Hive Tyrant, of course. I really love the Turvagon. They're not so great anymore, but I used to take them all the time. But yeah, it's hard to go back to a project you completely burnt yourself out on. I started using one of those iPhone SIM card puncher tips for dotting I's. Whatever works. Yeah. No, that's great. But you can see it are Gene Stealer cults. I would paint them. Not for me, though. I wouldn't add them on. Yeah, if your little SIM card puncher is a tool for the toolbox, that's awesome. Add her in. Alright, guys. I know I am a little ahead, but this is a good stopping point since we got a lot of work on the shields. So here's where we got today. Again, batch painting's kind of hard to show, like, per dude. But we got a lot of work done on these guys. So we will be back tomorrow, probably with these guys and some of the Hobgrots, just to try and get them finished up, get this batch painting knocked out this week. But yeah, if you guys want to hang out in between streams, we are in Discord, exclamation Discord. If you want to check some of the previous stuff that we have painted for Dominion, thank you, Converioso. Those are up on Instagram. I'm trying to keep those updated as we go. For our patrons, again, the newest video for the Gnash Tooth is up now. I also did a little update so you guys can see what we've got coming right after Dominion. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to hang out. For everyone who is lurking along, hopping along, chatting along, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for spending some time with us today. Hang tight. I'm going to find someone to raid. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love ya. Bye-bye for now.